minutes left. You're too late.
Well, that was fun.
I don't want to go back. I can't. How do I tell Radut? I don't want to be a part of this any longer.
Ten!
You asshole!
Come and get it. Ugly. To your left. Fire! Look right.
No. No. Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius. It can't.
Marius, do you know the poor man?
Iancu. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this...
That. Yes, that. The land has come to take me, Marius. No, no, I search for meaning, but find only words.
This is... is... Iancu. My best friend since... as far as I can remember. When did this... I should have never left you, Viate. I couldn't have known.
Patrol. Yes, on patrol. When the dream touched me, I was away and alone. Yes? Not your fault. Not yours.
I still shouldn't have left. We could have been here, together.
We met here, Marius and me. We played here. I was older, but still a child.
That doesn't... I barely remember this place.
Your forgetting is for the best, Viate. I suffered remembering the whole time. Families followed Razvan, trusted his words. He would lead them to a better life. Trusted Razvan to make them something more.
Wait. No, I remember something. Chanting? I was so scared.
Razvan circled the parents around, said he would help their voices reach the stars. They took bowls full of... night. No. Death. He said to drink it while Razvan said the words.
I don't want to know what you're about to say. I don't. But why would they... Everyone dead?
I saw all the parents fall over. I knew he would come for me. I ran. I saw young Marius, too small to understand. Razvan called out for us, his voice raised to the sky.
That's when you took me to Solace. You saved my life.
A new home, yes, I brought you there and they gathered you. Terror. It was bad. It felt like dying, but by inches. Just fear ever since.
I always thought you were a fool when we were younger. So impulsive. And now I know. You thought you'd already cheated death.
The parents in Solace said it was better to forget. Made me swear not to tell. You were happy. Never wanted to upset you. At first, yes. Later, it would have been harder not to forget.
Makes sense. No wonder it felt like everyone knew something I didn't, because they did.
But I can't focus. Can't remember. Razvan is near, making everything harder.
God, he might still be alive. That's it. We have to leave. If he's out there, we have to run.
Found a key to Razvan's home. Search there if you want. I will only forget. No. Razvan has gripped my soul my entire life. It will be enough to know he's gone.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Viate. If I could trade places with you.
No. No, Viate. You have saved me many times over. This I wouldn't wish on you ever.
Well, I guess we'll be going now, yeah? We have to keep digging into this particular emotional scar.
I almost pity him. See you soon, Viate.
I knew someone was out there. He killed everyone. He wanted to kill me.
But he didn't. Remember that, Marius. Remember that you're safe.
Years of worrying myself sick. He's out there, Envoy. This Korba is still out there. I don't know if He killed my entire village, Envoy. I think I know the contact Razvan used to seal the door. It's a poem my mother told me when I was a child. She said those words would always open doors. I never knew what she meant. If we're gonna go after Razvan, we better get to it. Before I pass out where I stand. These bowls used to contain a poison. Larbarian Ishon route, maybe. That must be the door. Oh, gods, here we go. All right, what was it? Something. Voices, Something in the sky. Gods, I can't think straight. Right. I know it. I think I do. I hope so. Sing free our voices lifted high, our spirits laughing in the sky. Hope that did something. That was it. It worked. Someone's living here. I'm sure of it. Well, maybe it's not him.
We should be so lucky, darling.
Don't know if I'd rather see Razvan alive or dead. If he's dead, he can't hurt anyone else. Caution, envoy. I see something moving in there.
I see you!
It's Swan!
We've got company!
Everybody all right?
Yes, I hear them, but I hear things all the time. Please just let me work. Let me work.
Does he even know we're here? We could just leave.
New voices. Flesh or spirit, I should ask. The others say you're flesh, but the others are known to lie. Dream thrall. What a wonderful word for those souls you slaughtered to get here. They speak with more clarity now. I have long heard the voices of ascended beings. Beings beyond pain or hunger or death.
He thinks he's a watcher. Pathetic.
I sought to raise the voices of my flock, to raise them, to become as the voices that sang to me were. The chorus of voices that surrounded me told me lies among their truths. On that day, I sought song but only heard screams.
Duke de Dragu, Korba, you killed everyone.
I know this voice. Older now, perhaps. One of the missing ones. You have your father's tone, your mother's diction. My people were to become ascended beings, like those who spoke to me before. Voices ephemeral, wise, and never afraid. Instead, their voices became screams. From the next life they curse me. Call me killer. Call me death.
Oh no. Was there not an animancer amongst his victims to tell him that he's a watcher?
I don't care. This Korba killed my family.
But I have since found a new choir, full of life and set loose from the shackles of will and doubt. Dream thralls? No. They are more connected to the land than any of us. The island holds and caresses them as it will us all. Perhaps one day you will join my choir as well, my little lost one. I will lead you to sing for the gods themselves.
I have run from you my whole life. And you're just a madman in a cave, talking to dream thralls.
You ran because you were afraid. Now you come back to me. My lost lamb. My tiny little bell.
You murdered a village to satisfy your sick vision of ascension. But really, you're just a lost soul down here grasping for meaning. I don't remember my parents. They obviously trusted you. But they didn't know you, did they? Not really.
They were shining souls. Their voices passionate. Their words sharp like the crack of a whip.
I see no reason to give this man a quick death. Let him rot down here, for all I care.
A prison of silence. A fate worse than death.
I am never alone. The voices caress me, fuel me, punish me. No matter what I do, I am never alone. No matter what I do, I am never alone.
I can't figure out how I feel now. I do think leaving him here to rot was the right decision. I know. He's lost everything. Let him drown in it. I've spent my whole life afraid of something I couldn't remember. And now I've found that thing and overcome it. I need to think about all this. Maybe we should check on Iancu, see how he's feeling.
We spoke before, yes? Marius? We spoke before. I trust you ended him? One way or another?
It's over, Viate. You can rest now. I promise.
Right, Viate. And so can you. Remember that. I will likely find it first. Marius has never sought peace.
Quiet, you Nimdude. I know how to seek peace if I want it.
Right. Clearly. I leave you now, full of peace.
Will you be alright, Viate? What can I do to help?
Nothing more you have to do, Viate. Just keep living and try to laugh once in a while.
Right. I will miss you, Viate. I love you.
I feel so light. The circle is broken.
I sprained my shoulder.
Onward, watch your left!
Down.
Well, it resist!
Looks like this thing's missing a few pieces. You people probably want to take it back to camp and study it, yeah?
Child's play. That's done.
Are you coming?
Let's go!
Eckworth and Roth! Look to your left.
See you, man.
Behind you!
Hmm.
Be on seek. Be on seek.
goes there? Wait, Marius? If the dead don't walk again. I guess I lost that bet then. So you did find a way out.
Amalia. Yeah, I got out into the wide world. And as you can see, here I am, right back here again.
You don't know how much that twists the knife. We're trapped here and literally dying to get out. And here you are, back after an escape. And you've brought an Adiran friend. I repeat, who are you? A traveler? Oh, sure. Well, hear this. I am Amalia. I am the leader of those under the banner of the outcast. We are exiled, we are kept starved, and willing to kill to survive. Stay out of our lands, or die.
Clear and concise. Have to respect that at least.
Wait a minute. Huh. Are you the one who took down the steel garrote? Well, if that isn't a good god's damn. Since that's the case, maybe you are a friend after all. Do you know a warden named Radut? No? Shame. He's the head warden over at the tower just south of here. He and I are... let's say we're at an impasse. Me and mine want to leave this blasted waste. But duty demands Radut keep us here. That he refuse us peace. Which has made things ugly. We're cut off from supplies. From hope. All that's left to us is to raid. And pray we're enough of a pain they let us out. Yes, but I hope we might finally be able to make it a bit easier. I don't know if we can make peace after everything that's happened. I really don't. But after everything, it's time to try. And I want you to help us. We never wanted to come to blows, but as I said before, we've had no alternative. Blood has been our only argument. Even so, I want you to get his blessing to speak for the tower. If he grants that, we'll talk, and maybe find a way out of this. I take that to mean you'll speak to Radut. Thank you, Envoy. And as a sign of good faith, I'll send out word telling my followers to end hostilities.
Right. This went as well as could be expected.
I look forward to hearing back from you. Let's talk inside next time.
that it?
Another hunt, another meal for one of us. I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after that burrower. Damn leg still hurts. Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the pain?
You will heal up all right. Don't worry. It will be sore for a while, but you'll be good to go soon.
Radut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Mali and the outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the missing Adira merchant convoy. But we're stretched too thin, even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last.
Oh, what a large tower. Do you think the Watchers are compensating for something?
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy. If you're buying, I'm selling. I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep. If they'll let you inside.
Don't worry about that. We have our ways.
Not my problem either way. Did you want to buy anything? might have something for you, envoy. If you're buying, I'm selling. Ugh. Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
I know you're having fun, dear, but leave the poor man alone.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly? Gods. Well, at least we're safe here. And better off, I think, for having you here. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. Wait, is that you, Marius?
Gods, here we go.
What happened to your accent? Did you lose it?
I did. So Nimdudes like you would ask dumb questions.
Well, good to see you alive, regardless. You know what? I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here. Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share, similar features around the face, huh? Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zoribs, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
We had the pleasure of running into Amalia already.
Wait, you know Amalia? She wants to parlay. Thank the gods. You have my full blessing, envoy. Talk to her.
You know better than that, Radut. Give us some details we can work with.
Of course, I apologize for getting ahead of myself. She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Waste are winning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her wardens spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the wastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters.
Traditionally, if a warden's oath is unfulfilled, their spirit lingers until another warden sees it completed. Or so they say.
So it is. And if one of our own breaks an oath, well, I'd be breaking another oath if I speak much more to Marius. But you get the idea. I can't grant her passage out of the tasks. She has no duty out there, nor can I grant her one. That said, I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. If she does that, we'll not pursue her or her wardens. I hope that will prove enough in your talks. Thank you again, Envoy. Let me know when you come to an agreement, whatever it may be.
There's been more bandits seen in the Twinewood.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says he has it under control.
The captain's in Nimdut, but I'll never doubt his dedication to rooting out bandits.
I only doubt him when he's placing bets. Forjas erupted. So it goes.
I've always enjoyed the taste of beetle.
This tower has gone downhill, hasn't it?
What could be causing this? It's okay. I see.
Forja. Oh, I could hardly believe it.
Need to get to this before the mortar dries. I thought I was going to die when Forza went off. Hey. Boy.
Welcome back to... I don't know what to tell you.
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep.
Why? Lucius really started to raise the stink.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
Well, let's not talk about it. Wouldn't want to ruin the meal.
Hey. I might have something for you, envoy.
I wonder how our sentries are holding against the Zarims.
Do you have Radut's blessing to negotiate? I certainly am. Though, that said, well, I'll be blunt. I don't know how my wardens and I can reconcile with Radut or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven. No. No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just... I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked. There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the Council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the Keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to roam. Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden. No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out, in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see. You mean How did I not? All this time,
At least you and yours can be free now.
Yes. Yes, I'll talk to my wardens. We'll ready our departure. Our leave won't be granted immediately, but that is a winning argument.
Happy for you, Amalia. Enjoy the freedom.
I wish I could give you something as thanks. All I had was the armor in that chest over there. But you already opened it, so... Thank you, Envoy. I'll take it from here.
A sprout. The hair leaves the burrow. A shift in the earthen plate. Free to wander.
Well, this is it for us, I guess. Thank you, Envoy. Don't know what comes next. Thank you. I guess we'll be on our way.
First and raw!
Guess we'll be on our way.
Hey, I might have some...
Welcome back to the tower, envoy. I'm all ears, envoy. Her father... That would get her out. Forgive me, envoy. No one's left the keep in... I don't know how long, and... I never thought of this.
No one's left in centuries. How many have wanted to? How many have died wanting to?
Please, I'd like a moment alone now, if that's all right. We'll let them out when they're ready. It's just... a lot to reckon with.
It's so strange to even think about this as a possible option.
Welcome back to...
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
We've always been hunting.
Wonder what the hunting is like around here.
Wagon tracks, heading toward the slumbering fields. Looks like they went this way.
The camp is empty. Do you think they might have left behind snacks? They've certainly left everything else. What sort of expedition chooses to cross a valley full of lava? another way across.
Fire!
Oh, that's hot.
Centuries.
The mountain screams, the distant island wails, and you know nothing of it. And you say you are children of this land.
Okay, but we're just here for water.
Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabral send you? You've got to get us out of here.
The land cries out in protest, and you send more from your stinking, teeming warrens?
Why would we poison the very water we need? That makes no sense. Marius, is that you? Can you talk some sense into anyone here?
Sorry, Raluca. You knew the answer to that before you asked.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water. This land is connected. Veins and roots all intertwined. The land feels, it remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing. What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better. Very well. Your insight would be helpful. Still that foul presence and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
Nice work.
Someone's eager to meet us. Look out!
What's up?
On your left, dear.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there.
Something lurks here.
A ruined workshop. Might have what we're looking for.
Then raw!
Stop. That sound. It's drowning my thoughts.
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No. We know this voice, this presence, sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. And is. You carve lands into petty fiefdoms, but we are the gods of all Aora. I've done no such thing. Ask that parasite that's latched onto your soul.
No. No. Make her go. Send her away.
How the fruits of its destruction make it squirm and writhe. It knows nothing but chaos. This land needs order, purpose. The order of the gods. The order which has governed lives for millennia. You are an Ediran. A nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild. How to build empire from rubble. And whose fault was that? A handful of soldiers on a mountaintop?
No.
Or the mad fraud whose thrashing would lay waste to paradise?
Stop it. Stop her. Silence her. She feeds you poisoned fruit.
Do you believe that volcano was its first act of violence against this land? It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
Why else would the usurper so quickly deny its deeds? Is it a plea of innocence, or admission of its guilt? time that it has been corrupting you, bending you to its will. Whose poison flows through this water? Who spoils its own lifeblood?
Creatures did this. They crawled through our bones. They picked at our flesh.
The Magfolk fulfilled a need. What is the purpose of this?
So small, so fragile. We did not mean to. We could not understand.
Are you alright, love? You lost focus there.
Every time that happens, it feels like you might not come back.
How rude of her.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think it's possible the Oathbinder knows something we mortals don't. Maybe you'll find your answers in the garden. Stranger things have happened.
You have restored the waters. I was right to trust you. Truly, the spirit of the land lives in you. A seed carried in the wind.
Carried where? We feel the tranquility of this place, but whose roots drink its waters?
I release these kith to return to their burrows. May they leave this enclave in peace. Clear the tangle of growth choking the Ancient One's waterways, and the kith may gather it freely. So long as they leave this sanctuary free of their influence, so that new life may take root.
You can't be serious. You expect us to walk away from the best source of fresh water in the Tusks?
If the godlike clears the old growth from the waterways, then a portion will flow out. You may gather it where the waterway ends, away from here. No. They are an invasive species. Their presence is a disruption. Indeed. The ancients built towers like basalt spires, and forges like the heart of a volcano. An example for others. Once again, you surprise us with truth. A wise insight from one marked by the land. Very well. I will allow their presence here. May the tusks flourish in their shadow. Thank you again for restoring this land, Galawain.
I can't believe it. You actually got through to that talking tree. You're right. Kostya's the diplomat. This is probably why I get expedition duty in the first place. But you're right. We have to put any grudges behind us to keep the peace. All that remains is to clear out the aqueduct. Then we'll at least be able to send water back while we commence building and repairs. I hate to ask more of you, but if you could do that one last thing, we can handle the rest.
Water's probably deep enough to swim under the tower. Though if anyone asks, it wasn't my idea.
Let's go.
You asked for it!
That amulet. It's... My mother loved it. She said she... Gods... This is really her.
We have been here before. Do you feel the old roots twisting in the loam? The trees shake with the passing of beasts. Their prey skitters beneath the leaves. But we took it all away. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Maru, a Jabaru Sinakis. You stand on the shoulders of all who spoke for us before. You are young in your role, newly minted from your trials in Thirdborn. You tempered your body and spirit in our image. Tell us, Maru, how did you perform? All of your life had led to this. We noticed your promise, and you rewarded us tenfold. We had chosen many new guardians, but we cherished you first. Now you stood for the garden. Your destiny awaited you. The leaders sent you to the temple of Galawain's tusks. An oasis bloomed from the Adra, and our children built a city there. Tell us, Maru, how did you find life in your new home? Meaning, a sapling thriving in its native soil. Why? They had no use for visions on your old homestead. Here, you were of value, honored for what made you different. In the third year of your work, the tide turned. The season changed. The city had grown root-bound, too large to sustain itself. Creeks ran dry. The people stirred with unrest. They turned to you. How did you advise them? They sustained each other for a time, but the crops withered, hunger gnawed, until one day, relief. The builders found a clear spring carved into the mountainside. They dreamed of an aqueduct, a river of their own design. Its veins would split the trees, a winding wound across our back. You could speak with us. Why did you not consult us first? Presumption born of ignorance. In the path of the aqueduct lived a mighty flower tree, one of the first in the jungle. A font of vitality. Its leaves spread wide, a challenge to the foreman's authority. He raised his axe. You leaped forward. The axe cleaved into your arm. It would survive, but your blood drenched the dirt. Why did you intervene? Compassion greater than our gift. Yet you were weakened. He cut. The ground thundered as it fell. The haze parts. We cry out. Our skin burns. This memory we recall. The earth erupts. A chorus of screams. Ash blots out the sun. Call of winter, the wages of their foreman's pride. Yet there you stood, a sprout in the dust, a witness to our tragedy. You offered yourself to protect us. We could not punish you. We hear their lamentations still. Prune a dead growth. We should like that to be our way. Years passed. The Aikido returned. As they rebuilt their walls, they left us offerings, wary of their ancestors' mistake. We welcomed their bounty, but the scars never healed. We too had learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
get them next time, dear.
Got them all.
I think we found the source of the blockage. We're going to have to get rid of those vines.
There's roots blocking the water flow. We'll have to clear them.
And raw!
The park ruins will be removed. Fresh water is one of the things every kid needs.
We'll wait here until you've taken care of everything. Gabral would be downright insufferable if I went back to them empty-handed. Thank you. If there's one thing we need to survive out here, it's fresh water. You've given us a fighting chance.
Andros titties, feel the power coming off that thing.
That looks right.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and traditions and arguments over texts written by non-Drews centuries ago.
Same story everywhere. Though, much of Rauatai's history is recorded in chants, so half our debates are sung. It doesn't resolve our feuds, but it does make them more entertaining.
Do you think there's hope for the Council? Or are they too stuck in their ways?
Do I look like a new-sunded politician? There's a reason I spend most of my time as far from civilization as possible.
Well, I'd vote for you, dearie. If only to see you squirm. Would you like some ice, darling?
I'm not drinking anything.
Well, I remember hearing an old wives' tale that when you're on the verge of panic, you hold some ice. It gives you something to focus on, apparently. I can magically whip up some for you if ever you need it.
Right. No thanks. I'm fine.
No need to bite my head off, darling. I'm only trying to help.
Gods. Listen, I'm having a rough day and my porridge isn't sitting very well. Maybe I'll ask you for some ice later.
Well, however I can be helpful.
You're telling me the Archmage Consul Hut is just a floating skull?
Oh, he does find himself between bodies from time to time, but not usually.
That must be terribly inconvenient, especially for whomever has to carry him around.
I heard a rumor he loves candied nuts. How does that work for a floating skull?
Right, I refuse to even entertain the idea of a skull floating around casting spells and eating nuts.
Then it's agreed. If we come across a floating skull, we just keep walking.
Okay, best food you've eaten. Go.
Fury and root hog ribs.
Really? Fascinating. Why?
Why? Why do you need to know?
Well, I think you can learn a lot about someone from their favorite meals.
Is one of the options because it's delicious?
It can be.
What did my answer tell you?
That you dislike answering what you perceive to be meaningless questions.
Wow. It's like you're a cipher or something.
Well, seems there is more to our dwarven friend than we thought. Than even he thought. And to know that monster is still out there. That he could do that all over again. It's sickening. Oh, take it from me, dearie. You can always be a problem. Either way, at least that part of Marius's life is done and dusted. The next time we find a cult like this, let's stop it before they get to the death part, shall we? Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akida, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the Living Lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it. Well, that's a bit harder to explain. The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible. There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously. You're right. But no one knew that until your trip to Nakukubel, hence the name Godless. Now that we know that Sapadal exists, it changes everything we thought we knew about the Akida. I knew following you was a good idea. It might have shaken my research to its core, but that's what makes it fun. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Tired already, Envoy? Well, I'll see you in the morning.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack. A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living things with dead things by killing them. Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential. Old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you. That's the spirit. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way. Go on then. I'm listening. What are you so curious about? The better question is, can I still be an Animancer? Could I even make a difference? As long as Fior Messiverno is safe, the Living Lands will have Animancers, whether or not I am one of them. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as we know it. I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents started may have no end in sight. We don't even know if the Living Lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually. She thought a lot of things. Not all of them were true. All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an Animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't got one. At least someone thinks so. Thank you for believing in me, whether or not I believe in myself. Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the Dream Scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself. Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down. Not before I've done some reading.
How is it that the air up here is both thinner and thicker? So did my commanding officers. What's on your mind? Ask away. Yeah, it happens. Sharing the road and sharing each other's battles. But out of all the people I've fought alongside, I haven't gotten to know many of them as well as you. I never thought I'd feel this at ease again with anyone else, much less myself. But you helped me face loss, regret. After drifting for a long time, I finally feel like I belong again. Thanks. It's a new feeling, but I'm getting used to it. So whatever you need, whatever it takes to finish this journey, I'm with you. To the end. Get some rest, Envoy.
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved. Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway. Thanks for talking. This might sound weird, but can I have some of your fur?
Well, that's quite the way to start a conversation. Why do you want my fur?
I think I could use it as insulation.
Well, if you want me to keep you warm at night, you need only ask, darling. The Quilichi might have something to say about it.
Right. Well, sorry I asked.
Walk like it's hard. Child.
Eon Seek!
Nice job, everyone.
That's done. Look, it's all.
Gods, just the smell in here makes me wish I hadn't eaten today.
Thumbs up! Behind you!
Huh.